going on, guys? Welcome to Culture Check. My name is Ronnie G. I'm here with CJ Akil and Rami. Today we have a very special guest. We have
Rihanna Nagassi.
Yeah, and today sorry to cut you off.
It's fine.
Okay, well yeah, today we're here to talk about two very interesting topics. The first one is body positivity, and the second one is, should chivalry still exist in 2020? So, do you think the body positivity movement is important?
This is a Vienna start.
Yeah.
I feel like to an extent, yes, it is.
Okay.
Because everybody needs to love themselves regardless of how they look.
Yeah.
And that's where it starts.
Okay.
So for that reason, yeah.
Yeah, I do think it's a good thing. Basically, I agree with what she said.
Yeah.
But people just shouldn't do it. They shouldn't overdo it and take it overboard.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I agree and disagree. I'm in the middle of it because it's yes, it is good to be positive about the body you have, but you can always make improvements to your body, but it shouldn't be too, I want to look like this model, because most of them are plastic.
Yeah.
But it's you should be trying to improve yourself for you,
Yeah.
not because I don't think I'm pretty enough because I don't look like this. That's what I don't agree with.
Yeah, so you shouldn't just you shouldn't compare yourself to someone.
Exactly. Just do your own thing.
I feel like the body positivity movement, in terms of its core intention, is good because it provides a platform for marginalized bodies. And certain kids who feel like they aren't attractive because they don't look like what's on the cover of a magazine can feel like, they don't have to, and just be positive within themselves. I feel like that is good in that regard. But when it comes to what it is nowadays, which is a lot of people use as an excuse to be obese, then I don't agree with that.
Yeah, I think it's good when let's say a kid that's a little bit overweight, because kids can't really control their weight to a certain age. So I feel like it's good when they see someone that has a positive attitude about their body. They see them in the media and all that kind of stuff. I think it's good for their mental health.
Yeah.
And I feel like it makes it's not good because these people don't understand the health risks attached that come with being obese. Because
Exactly.
you see a Lizzo and she's this amazing singer, Lizzo.
The one they wanted to drop on Iran.
I have no clue.
I
have no clue.
I'll find, but she's fat. Sorry, I was like she's.
We're keeping that in.
She's overweight.
She's
overweight.
No, there's a difference between obese, fat, and overweight. There's a difference. I am overweight based on my BMI.
Yeah.
Based on my body mass index, I'm
No.
overweight.
That's true.
Yeah.
If it's what, over 40?
Over 30.
Over 30? Jesus,
Yeah.
I'm overweight.
Or maybe even 29. Yeah.
Mine's 40.
Okay, well-
I'm 6'3", 205 pounds. That makes me overweight.
Isn't she
Oh, that's.
you know what I mean?
Well,
I know
if it's someone like this and they're saying it's okay to be this weight, it's okay to it's
Well,
it's
she never
wrong.
said that, but I remember in an interview, this thing blew up last week or 2 weeks ago, where someone said in an interview that she made a comment about her and people felt like she was attacking, the feminists. They were coming for her saying she's fat shaming her, but she wasn't saying that. She was just saying that she feels like Lizzo shouldn't make people feel comfortable being overweight.
Being obese.
Okay, well, at the same time,
It's very touchy.
Fat-
Exactly.
Fat is the perfect word, is what I think.
at
But
the-
that's
No, but
they'll
the
say you're
thing
fat
is,
shaming.
you were even
That's
telling me
cool.
earlier you
But-
can be fat and healthy, but you can't
That's what
be
I'm saying.
obese and healthy. That's
But
the
you
thing.
know-
No, but I'm
Okay,
trying to
fair
say
enough.
which one is unhealthy then? What-
Obese.
but you know,
Obese.
if she's just like that, if she's just, I don't want to say, okay, if she's that size,
if she's big.
if she's that size, and she's in the public eye and she's famous, and she's not saying it's okay to be that way, she's just living her life and
Yeah,
being
right.
okay with how she is, but she's not specifically saying it's okay to be this size.
Yeah.
I think there's nothing wrong with
There's
that,
nothing
but
wrong with that.
if she comes out and says don't listen to anyone, being this size is okay, I think that's wrong.
She hasn't
Yeah.
said that explicitly, but in her, if you listen to her music, it's
music.
it's like
She's making it
she
desirable.
stands for the big woman because she I swear, because she feels like that you don't see her in the industry.
I mean,
Which is why it's like
you can stand for them, but at the same time too, you have to give them good advice to tell them that okay, this is not okay to be this size. Work on yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think of fat shaming?
I don't think it's a thing. I'm sorry. I apologize, but I don't
Talk
believe
to
in.
me.
I don't believe in fat shaming because if
You don't believe it exists.
I
or
don't believe it is a thing. I mean, obviously it exists because people have like and anything exists.
It
if you
really
make
is
it
a thing though. It really
But
is.
I don't think it should be a thing. Is probably what I should say because
Wait, what do you define as fat shaming?
Exactly.
well, I don't know. There's different definitions of fat shaming.
Because I see it as
What I
making
would
fun
want-
of fat people, and that I don't think that's right. This guy.
I mean,
Yo, listen, bro, listen.
Even there's a way
someone
to
is
go
fat-
about it. There's a way to go about it.
Yeah, like if
It
you
should
wanna
be
inform
constructive.
Them, yeah.
And if you don't know the
yeah, but that's the thing though. Is even if you
Okay,
make
well, if it's-
constructive criticism about someone that's fat, they'll tell you that you're fat shaming.
In
Okay,
that,
well,
in that regard,
that's
it's not
honestly,
fat-
it's
if
true.
that's not fat shit, if in that regard it's not fat shame.
No, but that's what they'll say.
That
That's
crosses
what
into
they'll say.
something
For real.
else. That crosses into something else like oversensitivity these days.
Yeah.
Everybody's sensitive these days.
Yeah.
That's the thing though. Like it, and that it ties in together because like fat shaming is obviously brought up by people's oversensitivity to everything.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you're not close to somebody and I think it's if you're not close to the person that it feels out of, I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
Well, hold on.
Yeah, it
hold
feels
on.
like it
Let's
doesn't
say-
come
And
from
if
a
you're
good
not my
place.
No, but
friend,
yeah.
and
What if?
yeah.
What if you're in public, okay, and someone's sitting next to you, the person stinks. Are you telling them or are you not telling them?
I won't tell them.
I'll just walk away.
I would tell them.
I won't tell them.
I'd straight up just say it.
If
Like,
it's,
bro.
if it's interfering with my life.
I'm like,
But
I'm like,
it in
dog.
no way interferes
No,
with your life,
no,
though.
because
If you can't escape it.
it's all about your intentions, and if someone doesn't receive your intentions the same way that you intend them, then that's not your fault. If I intend to help that person, if I intend to help
But
that
at the same
person,
time, too,
What
you
if
don't.
that's
the person
fine.
want the help?
But
Yeah,
you need
then
to know.
offended
At the same
them.
time,
because you're
you have to
stressing me
tell
out
them.
as well.
You have to tell them in a way that
Of course,
it's not.
you won't just
go-
get up and be like, "Yo, dude, you fucking smell."
How
like
would you
no,
go about it?
I'd be like,
If-
if let's say you were a stranger and we're in public, I'd just whisper, I'd be like, kind of smelling a little mad.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
Like I whisper it, I'll whisper
No,
it.
that's terrible.
Yeah, at least if you whisper it,
You know, it's like
you're not
whispering. I'd be like,
But you
I'd be like,
embarrass the person.
how?
You know that. The person.
And to you,
You think I can be confident after you tell me this shit?
if I tell you that you're
I-
smelling mad today, bro, and I whisper to you in public,
Just mind your business.
nah,
Because if that's
because now you're
if that's
alerting
your
this
friend,
person to it.
if that's your friend,
'Cause
you
then
have a
they
right.
might-
If that's
It's
your friend,
place.
yeah, even friends, I don't
But you don't know
how,
this
if I
person,
can
so why are you
say.
telling this?
Yes,
I've told strangers they smell before
Oh,
That's
chill,
rude.
in Canada,
that's
a
rude.
bunch of times,
That's messed up.
and like and they always just say thank you.
But when
Maybe
they
that's
go, what do
because
you
people
think
in
happens when
Canada are
they
really
go?
nice.
Probably
They
go take a
cry.
shower. Maybe
I don't
two.
No, showers don't fix some of them. They're chronic.
Some lime or some
Yeah.
shit. I don't know.
I mean, I wouldn't tell someone that they smell.
I swear I wouldn't.
I mean, if like there's no other solution, like let's say I'm on public transport or something, and there's no way for me to move, then maybe. But like,
Okay,
But
but
if
if
there's no
there's
way
no
for
way
you
for you
to
to move
move,
and you tell him,
Then there's
what's
no
it gonna
point.
do?
Exactly.
yeah,
You're so
exactly.
stuck, yeah.
But you're the one
That's
who
what I'm
said
saying.
that
It's
you
just
should
all
tell them.
about your intention. If I intend to help that person, that's why I'm telling
So
you.
you're doing it because you don't
Because
want
I
them
want
to go
them,
out next
exactly.
time smelling.
I don't want him to go around and have someone else make fun of them or some shit like that.
Okay.
And that's essentially
That's what you said.
how a lot of people feel when they'll tell you you're fat. Yes, there are the people that obviously just are like, oh, haha, you fat fuck.
Said, haha.
Okay, well it's the same concept.
But I mean, it's the same concept because it depends on if you're trying to help the person or if you're just outright making fun of them.
So what if you saw a fat person, you tell the person to lose weight?
If I just randomly see some fat person on the road, I'm not gonna be like, yo, you need to go lose some weight because that's rude. There's no nice way to say that. There's nice ways to tell someone that they need to, because that's like a quick fix a lot of the time. But it's like, if I know someone and they're obese, I'm gonna tell them, yo, dude, you need to get in the gym. Like, let's
What if you know him or if
let's
you
go
don't know
together.
If he knows them.
If I know him, there's no nice way to tell someone
It's
that
like-
they're fat. Someone that you don't know that they're fat.
Yeah.
There's no nice way.
Okay.
They'll always take it as you being rude.
Yeah, because they'll be very sensitive to it anyway.
Yeah.
How do you think the body positivity movement affects people who are overweight but want to lose weight?
Alright, let me say this. There's some people in life who, like, when it comes to working out, they're either lazy or like usually demotivated. So for people like that, like, they want to lose the weight, but like they're a little bit lazy. Now with a movement like the BP movement, the body positivity movement, bro, they're gonna be like, yo, I mean, I do want to lose weight, but since
But I mean, everybody
people-
else is fat,
yeah,
so
yo, like I don't really have to.
I feel like if I was fat, I would be fat for the rest of my life because I'm really lazy.
Exactly.
very.
Yeah. I don't think it encourages anybody to be better though, honestly.
Yeah, like at the core, like obviously it's meant to give a voice to bodies that are marginalized. But for someone who really genuinely wants to lose weight and he isn't comfortable being fat,
It's enabling them.
it can really enable them to just not work out.
So if you were fat,
I was chubby when I was younger, by the way, so I know how it feels. But go on.
okay, I don't want to say the F word, but if you were that size, would you be motivated to get to a smaller size? Okay, would you?
If I was obese,
No, okay, not obese. Like, let's say fat. Like, fat.
I mean,
enough.
I was like chubby-ish a little while ago last year. Like I like.
That,
gained,
but you
like, a
weren't
bit of
weren't
extra weight.
fat.
I mean, it didn't show, but like for me, I felt like I was like at a weight that I really hated.
So did you do something about it?
I mean, can't you see I've lost all
You
this
can't
weight?
see?
You can't see?
Anyway,
I thought I looked good.
okay, but yeah.
But yeah.
Oh,
no,
then that
I-
answers the question.
Yeah, so like for me, being lazy and like not having the motivation to work out 3-4 times a week. Sometimes I'd work out. It's like there's literally equipment right here, and I don't work out. Like I'll work out like once, and then I'll be like satisfied for like the next 3 weeks, and then I'll think to myself, oh, I've gained weight again, and then like I need that motivation, and like seeing people on Instagram with like these gym pages and stuff like that, it motivates me.
Mm-hmm.
But if all I'm seeing is, I don't know what word to use, fat people enabling me to stay the way I am, saying, oh, it's okay to be the way you are, rather than motivating me to better myself the way I want to internally, then I'm just gonna be like, all right, well,
Yeah,
Who cares?
because another thing is
I'm good the way I am.
a main reason why people want to lose weight is based off of how other people see them.
Exactly.
But if they now see a movement that is full of people who see them as like aesthetically pleasing, then why would they want to lose
Yeah, that's
weight?
true.
Like, yeah.
That's a good point.
Thank you.
I have a question. So if I wanted to lose weight or I wanted to look, I had a template for how I wanted to look, and maybe it was Kim Kardashian.
Mm-hmm.
Would that be a problem?
That's a problem because it's unrealistic. Because
Yeah, she's
first of all, her
plastic.
body
You
is.
can
Okay,
get
so okay,
surgery.
someone else who has
Plastic
natural
bitch.
body,
Like-
like his body isn't like fixed, who hasn't got.
No.
Okay, you have to give an example.
I get what she's saying though. Like if she has like an idol that she looks up to.
Does that
Like
go
Beyonce.
against? Yeah, does that go against like the whole the theory of?
Body positivity.
It doesn't go against it. I think for me, what I feel body positivity should be is you should just be happy with what you are, but you shouldn't be afraid to look
You
for
shouldn't be
something.
content. You should be happy but not content.
Yes.
You should hate yourself.
Yeah,
Is
and
essentially
you
what it
should
be.
and you should be able to say, okay, I look like this. I can look better. I can be more healthy.
No,
But
like
I
I
love
want to
myself
look
the
like
way I am.
here. That's
Yeah,
like,
no,
okay,
it's like,
well,
is that
I want.
healthy?
Yeah, that's
I don't know
fine.
if it's
That's how you
healthy.
want-
No,
Yo, listen,
it's
bro,
fine.
listen, a preference is healthy. It's perfectly
No,
healthy
it's
to have a
perfectly fine
preference.
because it's like this
Yeah.
is my goal. I want to look like her, but I still love myself.
Yeah.
Now I
When
love
you-
myself, and I'll continue to love myself until I reach there.
Like, and when
it's-
you look at men who wanna
self-hate
look-
is essentially what being body negative is compared to body positive. It's just loving yourself versus hating yourself.
Yeah, and like if you flip the gender, if a man wants to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, do you think anything is wrong with that? No, usually
No.
no. So for a woman, why should it be any different?
Exactly.
Okay.
Here, I mean, stop being sexist.
Do you want to?
When you said that's unrealistic for her to end up looking like Kim K,
Yeah.
why is that unrealistic?
Because
Because
it's
her body
plastic.
is plastic.
Yeah, but there's surgery out there.
Have you
Yeah,
seen?
but I
she
mean-
looks like an ant.
That's obviously
Yeah, she
body
looks like an ant.
negativity because you're going to enhance your body. I don't like when like,
Unrealistic.
But if that's
I don't
your
like
preference-
when they stand for body positivity. If like no matter who comes at me for that, it's like because you're not body positive. You've gone and fucking implanted
Yeah.
saline in your fucking ass. Or sorry, I shouldn't be swearing so much.
But yeah, it's true because anything that you have to cut a part of your body, that's extremely
Yeah.
that's extremely wrong.
That's obviously you being body negative and thinking you're not good enough, and so you have to enhance your body.
Yeah. how do you think the body positivity movement enthusiasts today look at us who don't 100% support the movement right now?
I just have one word, fatphobic. And they developed that word to like put on people who don't support the BB.
I feel like it's a shield that they hide behind.
Yeah. Like nowadays they like basically expect you to like support people who are like obese and stuff like that just because in the body positivity movement that's what they do. So if you don't, you're not fatphobic.
That's very true. What about you?
He just said everything that's on my mind.
Okay then. Where do you think the line should be drawn on body positivity?
I mean, body positivity, if we're talking about like the core of it, meaning giving a voice to marginalized bodies, not the ones that
that's
you
what
see,
you mean. Okay.
then in that regard, I think the line should be drawn at, okay, I'm fat and I look good and I'm healthy. So in that regard, I think it's okay. But if I'm fat and I'm obese and I can suffer future
What
health
is-
What's the
complications.
difference?
What's the
There's a big
difference? What is
difference.
what
There's
is
a
fat
big
and
difference.
what is
So wait, let me get the
Yes.
difference right
Overweight.
now.
Yeah, I think
Being
so.
obese, look, if you're fat,
Okay, let's start with
from
overweight.
Start from
Okay.
overweight. Like me and him are overweight, right?
yeah. So overweight is when your BMI is higher than 29 or 30, one of those. So like someone who works out can have a lot of lean muscle and low body fat percentage, yet they're overweight. For example, I am overweight. Caleb is overweight in terms of our BMI, but we have a low body fat percentage.
Well, I mean, if you're basing it just off of BMI, then I'm not overweight because I'm 6'1".
No, BMI.
190 pounds.
Okay, then my BMI says I'm overweight. Same with like athletes like LeBron and them, they're all supposedly overweight. Now when it comes to fats, that's when you carry like a high amount of body fat, like really like typically around like 30%, 35, 40%.
Does that mean?
And that
I'm fat, guys.
that is, you know you are. Anyways, that is what I say fat is. And you can be perfectly healthy and be fat. Like no problem with that. But obese is where you start to carry unhealthy amounts of body fat where you can actually suffer health complications. And then morbidly obese is just chilling. That's what that one.
That's fatal.
Yeah, literally. So those are the differences, and I feel like body positivity, the line can be drawn at like fat or healthy, and then from obese and onwards, bro.
You know,
can support
honestly, I've seen people with stomachs from here to here.
that. Huh? From where to where?
Playing
Show me one more time.
From here to here. Okay, that's a bit far, but
Jesus.
yeah, I've seen a guy. He was playing football. He was so fast and so quick on his feet. So then, what's what is
I mean,
that?
that could just be a beer belly.
Nah, he was actually fat.
Are you sure?
He was fat, but he was so agile. He was so mobile.
That's a good example
he was,
of fat and healthy.
No, that doesn't mean he's healthy. Oh, come on.
So that's
because he's agile.
that's fat and healthy.
Just because he's fast doesn't mean
He's healthy.
No, because usually
But he
people more
moved.
obese
He
have
was
breathing
moving. I'm
problems
telling you.
And
He was a
mobility
winger.
problems.
Maybe he practices a lot. But that doesn't make I swear, like when he works out, like he practices a lot or something, but it doesn't make him healthy. I think.
No, but if he's obese, he should start having like breathing
He's
problems
not
and
obese.
mobility problems.
Okay, well,
then
He
fat.
clearly
Fat.
didn't have mobility problems.
Exactly. So then in that
That's what I'm
case,
saying.
fat
So
and
he's
healthy.
fat and healthy.
Yeah, he was going up and down the wing like.
More fit than you.
Oh, he was. Should chivalry exist in 2020?
Absolutely.
Why did you pause?
I don't know.
I thought you were gonna ask him for a definition.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you define as chivalry?
Okay, so I define chivalry as any act of kindness, which
He's trying to remember.
okay, I do. I define chivalry as any act of kindness or any kind gesture extended, especially from men to women, that isn't necessary, but it's nice.
No, that's a shit.
Let me tell you why I say it's not necessary. Because women can pay for themselves, they can open their own doors themselves.
Somebody will come for you.
Calm down.
Don't get
Chivalry is to act with honor on the base of the definition. Chivalry does not necessarily include paying for dates. That's not what chivalry is.
That's part of chivalry.
No,
That's
it's
a
not.
form of chivalry.
That's the form of chivalry society has accepted, but that's not the definition of chivalry.
But we're
Okay.
talking about what society has accepted.
Okay,
That's
so
what
then
we're saying.
that's not the definition, is what I'm saying. So if
Okay.
you're defining it before we talk about it, then like you define it based off of the base definition.
Okay.
If you get what I mean.
Sorry.
So it's honorable.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's
It's just
honorable.
it's being is to behave with honor. That's what chivalry is on the base of the definition.
Okay, in societal terms, what is chivalry to you?
You're asking me?
Yes.
Okay. Society sees chivalry as a guy basically taking initiative. So opening doors, paying for dates,
Walking
buying
girls to their
gifts.
doors.
So it's
walking
more
to the doors.
traditionally. It
It's-
traditionally starts with guys.
That's
It's based on
honestly.
Do you think it
Yeah,
has to?
it's been limited to men.
because the root of when I was reading, the root of it has to do with night.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
it's a guy thing. Yeah.
Okay.
But that's also technically saying that it's okay for women to take the back seat in a relationship, which isn't true. In
Yes.
2020,
I
it's not
agree.
true.
I
Especially with if you want to go for equality in our current day and age, you can't also. You don't want equality?
No.
No, but you can't pick and choose where you want equality in your life. It's either you want to be equals
I
or
don't
you
even,
don't.
honestly, I don't even care for a guy opening a door for me. I couldn't be bothered. Like car doors, I feel like it's extra.
No, but like if
That's
you
what I
walk
was
into a
trying to
restaurant
say.
and he
Okay,
doesn't
that's
open the door
different.
for-
But like the car doors where he has to go the other way, open the door for me, come sit down.
I'm not
I don't
walking
care
all the
for
way
it.
to the other side.
let me say
Okay,
something.
yeah.
If we're in a relationship,
Well,
I'm
this-
never. I'm like rarely ever opening the door unless it's like a special like date night. Then I'll come. But
Yeah.
Wait, let me say something in terms of like the honor part that you said. The honor. Basically, there's certain fundamental things as humans that we should do, like be polite and be kind and respectful. We agree. But chivalry is taking that to a different level.
what do you mean?
Chivalry is like now on top of all of that, you're opening doors for women. They can open. I'm not saying like it's not a nice thing to do, but
You
they
don't
can
open-
do it themselves.
For anybody.
restaurant doors for your girlfriend.
No, I do. I don't have a girlfriend, but when
I mean when
what I'm saying is-
when you go on dates, do you open the door for your girl for,
Yeah, I
for the
do.
girl you're with?
I
yes
do.
or no?
I do, because I'm just
Okay.
innately like
But
that.
you don't see it necessary.
Yeah, it's not necessary, but I do it because it's a
Why
kind
is it
gesture. Because
unnecessary?
she can open the door herself.
Yeah, but it's just
The door is not
a
heavy.
nice thing to do.
But I do
Yeah, so
if you think
that's
about
what
it
I
like
mean.
that.
It's
I mean,
nice,
yeah,
but
she
not
can.
necessary. Yeah,
She can.
You get my point. It's nice,
Okay,
but not
I mean-
necessary. That's what I'm
It
saying.
depends on where you come from, where you're coming from.
Yeah, that plays into it. It's true.
Yeah, some girls demand like for guys to open doors for them to
If
pull
When it
some
becomes a
chairs.
demand,
If
then-
girl, if a girl is demanding something from me, I'm not doing it.
Exactly.
That's,
Like,
that's all I'm gonna
when
say.
it
Is
comes
if,
to
if
demand,
you demand
then
something,
you're
if you're expecting something from me, I won't do it. Cause I want to do it because I want to do it.
Yeah.
Not because you're like, are you not gonna open the door for me? Like,
But Caleb, would you say
Fuck outta
would you
here.
say it's unfair for a girl to demand for you to be respectful to her or polite?
of course not.
Exactly. That's what the difference I'm saying. That's why I said chivalry
Wait.
is like
Wait,
I mean,
what?
it's like-
Wait,
That's why I
a
said-
step further.
There's a difference. That's why I corrected you on the definition of chivalry because you were
Okay.
saying being nice and this and
Okay,
that.
okay. Alright.
It's not the same thing.
Alright, you're gonna say Vienna.
I was so confused by the question that you asked him. Demanding respect.
Oh, he said if would I disagree? Would I say that it's wrong for a girl to demand respect or for me to be nice to her? And I said no, I don't think it's wrong.
But he,
Oh,
but,
right,
see,
I
but
thought
he
you-
did.
Oh,
but
you
he
thought
said-
I meant no, I
Yeah.
shouldn't respect her.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was like,
Yeah.
Okay. So do you think expecting men of this generation to be chivalrous is unrealistic?
it is.
What?
A lot of the guys I meet, especially
No.
in Ghana, let me go out and say like Ghanaian boys don't know anything about chivalry
We're
and
Ghanaian.
romance.
Ghanaian men though.
What?
Men.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ghanaian men.
No,
No,
we're
I'm saying the
Ghanaian
boys.
men.
I'm
Oh,
saying
sorry.
The boys don't know it.
Yeah,
Oh
but men,
right, sorry.
yeah.
Ghanaian humans. no, I mean the male category of humans, the Ghanaians, they don't know anything.
What?
Maybe I'm meeting the wrong people.
No, but-
probably.
We're Ghanaian.
I haven't experienced you guys like that, so I can't know.
Okay, fair. But
Okay, for the most part.
there you go.
Yeah.
Didn't I open the door for you today? Or did
Generalization
No.
is.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But yeah, no, I don't think it's unrealistic. I just think that people misunderstand the word chivalrous. And if they're not doing it fully to their understanding, then they don't want to do it at all. Where a lot of guys think that chivalry is having to pay for dates. Well, I don't think that that's a part of chivalry. I don't think that means that you're being chivalrous just because you pay for every date. I think that's a nice thing that you can do if you choose to. But equality. I mean, she can pay sometimes, you can pay sometimes. You can pay for yourselves sometimes. Like,
I feel like
in a
doesn't matter.
relationship, I'd like to feel like I've paid, I've contributed something. And some girls are not like that though.
Most girls.
Me personally, I don't mind.
on dates.
Most girls expect you.
And I have no problem with
in
paying
the
on dates,
beginning,
but I'm just saying.
for me in the beginning, I expect kind of, but like, and once you're my boyfriend, I can take you out. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
If you're going on a first date with someone, and you invite them, do you still think
I would
that he
never.
should pay?
That's the thing. I've never invited.
No.
somebody.
Okay. Let's say he asked you out like 2 weeks ago, and then you cancelled, and you're like, oh, I'm sorry, blah blah. I was busy. Let's go out tonight.
So he called it. He called it initially.
He asked you out the first time.
Holding down
He asked you out the first time, but this time you've tried to make up for it.
Yeah, but he
and now
called
you've
it.
picked the restaurant. He hasn't picked the restaurant. You've picked the restaurant.
Yes.
You've told him the time that you're available.
No,
Do you
he
still
has to.
expect
He
him to
called
pay?
He has to
it. He
pay.
called it.
See?
If I hit him up and was like outright, I was like, I'm taking you out, moving big, 7 p.m. I'll be. I don't mind. But like, if he asked me out on a date and for some reason I have to call him.
Well, if
wouldn't.
if it's the person that's asking someone out should
Yeah,
pay.
the person should do the paying.
Yeah, I
Because you are the one who
genuinely
initiated.
think that whoever asks the person out should pay. I don't mind paying all the time. I literally don't, and like I usually expect to pay. But it's like I want the effort. You know, it's like I want you to feel like you should pay. If you get me.
I-
I've been
feel
told
like
it was disrespectful. I remember one time I didn't even think it was a date. It was a friend, and we sat, but he thought we were on a date, and I was trying to like because he was a friend. I was trying to like pay, and he thought it was disrespectful. So since that time, you know, some guys, some guys feel like why is like you think I can't? afford
Yeah.
to
I
pay?
feel
That's why
like
when
that.
she says-
That's
that's
if you have
like-
a fragile ego.
Yeah. For
That's
me,
what-
I like when a girl. I like when a girl reaches for the check, and then if I say no, I'll pay for it, and that's fine.
But bare
But
girls
that-
pretend.
But it's
I'm
like
not talking about
yeah, no,
if they pretend.
I mean,
Listen,
girls-
there will be a
pretending is
time.
enough.
There will
That's-
be even if you're pretending, that's fine. But there'll come a time where I will let you pay. I'll test you
I
at
feel
some
like-
point in time, and I'll
But
see
if
if
you're
you'll
in a
actually
relationship,
pay.
that's different.
I feel like if
Yeah.
you're in a few
Yeah, it
dates
takes a
in,
long time to get.
and you're interested in dating this person and you're interested in it, I feel like you should split the bill.
How many
First
dates?
In a
No, not the first date. If you're a
We're
few
talking
dates
first
in,
date.
no,
Oh,
no,
a few
I'm saying
dates
if you're
in.
in a few dates in,
Like how many?
and you're both interested in each
How
other,
many dates?
I don't know. You should both pay.
I feel like it depends on where the boy's at in life. If you're dating a uni a
That's what I'm
student,
saying.
yeah, but if you're dating
Okay.
somebody that, yeah, that's when it becomes disrespectful because the person I was with wasn't a child, so he felt like.
Yeah, but even if that's just egotistic. That's like, oh, you think
If
I
I'm
can't
dating
afford that?
first,
No,
if we're both
if we,
Bro, that's how some like society
yeah.
and for some people in Ghana is like.
I
You
feel
know,
like-
we're a very traditional country.
Yeah.
And
I
some
think that's
guys-
wrong.
yeah, but
Culture
that's
check.
that. It's still wrong.
Yeah, but I'm saying based off of the tradition.
It's still-
some men
it-
feel like yo. They should pay.
Even if it is tradition, it's still an egotistic way to think. That
I mean,
that,
if he
that
was
doesn't take
raised
away
like
from
that.
it.
Okay, well, but if he was raised like that, then I mean.
Because it's like, why would you come to this restaurant if you couldn't pay for it? So obviously, I don't think you can't pay for it if I'm asking to pay. If you get what I mean. It's like, why would you say let's go to Movenpick if you can't afford Movenpick? You know?
Yeah.
So it's like, why would
But
anyone
some
think that
girls,
you
some
can't
girls,
afford it?
some girls. Oh, I get that.
Yeah, you get what I mean.
What are you about to say? Sleep.
It's like if the guy asks you
Oh
out
yeah, the
and
slave
then-
engines.
Bro.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't support. I'm sorry. Well, you got that out.
I'm dead.
Wow. Yeah, they don't play. Some
I
girls
think-
actually like
yeah.
they do that. They go home, they go out with no money, like to restaurants and come.
There's
home
a
with
thing
change,
called
bro.
vex
Oh,
money.
I know.
No,
I know.
no, what I'm
I remember
saying.
you told me about
There's a thing called vex
mention
money.
it.
about
What is that?
Regardless, like if you're going out with the guys, so it's called vex money. If the guy got upset and didn't pay, you should be able to have enough money to foot the bill. So it's called vex money.
hey.
What?
Girls don't believe in this. It's a thing.
Huh. I don't think you should ever leave your house without money anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Or like a card, like ATM or something.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't.
If you communicate it, like let's say you're in a friend group and you say, hey, I don't have money, but
and then they're still like, oh, let's don't
I
worry
feel
about
like
it. Let's
as-
do that.
as a-
But
as
then
a
that's
human
still
being,
you
you
going out
should-
with money because someone is, like you've made sure that you're covered before you left home.
yeah.
As a decent human being, you should just make sure that you have enough money at all times. If
To
you
cover yourself.
Yeah.
What if the person's broke?
Oh, if you're
Then
broke,
don't leave your house.
stay at
And
home.
the guy's asking you on a date. Don't
Then
Okay,
make
that's
sure it's
different.
known. Tell him that I don't have money.
I don't have money.
I'm broke right now. There's no shame
There's
in being
nothing.
broke.
Everybody can be broke.
There's no
Anybody
shame in
can
being
be
broke. Everybody's been broke at some point in their life.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no shame in being broke. If a girl told me I'm broke, I'd be like, no, don't worry, I'm paying. Then she'll be like, okay, then come out. Let's go.
Nothing wrong with it.
That's nice.
Everybody's got their struggle.
Yeah.
Chilling.
Okay. How do you think the feminist movement affects chivalry, if at all?
It really does.
Yeah, a lot.
I don't think I'm much of a feminist because sometimes they do too much.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on your definition of
There are
feminism.
different types of feminism.
Yeah, there's definitely.
I feel like
different
there's one
sects.
definition of feminism, but two types
Yeah.
of feminists.
I think there's 3 types of feminists.
Okay, 3. So what I would say is there's like the
So
laid
what
back-
are the 3?
There's the extreme feminists, extremist
The
feminists,
feminazi.
feminazis. There's
I don't
actual
need a man for
feminists,
anything.
and then there's the fake feminists.
The ones, let's say,
Feminazis are just the ones that take everything.
yeah, let's say there's a guy, he's just a feminist so that he can get with girls. Where is that?
No,
also-
what I would classify as a fake. That's why I said the third one was fake feminist.
Yeah,
What I
I'm saying, would you
classify
classify that as a fake one?
Kinda.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really general like word.
That's like an ally.
Yeah, it's an ally of them. But like a fake feminist to me is someone who like says it like just to say it, and then they don't show it in their actions.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And yeah, with the extreme feminists, like if a woman is out there saying, I don't need a man for anything, I don't need a man to do this, XYZ, I'm independent. I mean,
Just be egotistic.
if you come on dates and like guys aren't trying to pay or open your door for you, then I don't see why
Yeah.
you should be mad.
Yeah, that's true.
Like if you're on Tinder and then you see on their bio, oh, feminist, blah blah blah, extreme feminist, XYZ, bro, who's gonna
Wait,
open?
why are you on Tinder
That's-
if you have that in your
That's
bio?
basically
That's-
masculine
yeah.
energy. Like,
Yeah.
so how can I, since like chivalry is a very masculine act?
Let her have her big dick energy, bro.
Yeah.
But I think it chivalry, first of all, it varies for different people. It's very relative, isn't it? Because like I said, I don't care for a guy opening a car door for me, but someone else would. So it depends on how the woman expects her man to be chivalrous.
Right. Yeah.
I don't get what I'm saying. I don't like roses, so I don't care for a guy doing the most.
But you like flowers.
No,
You don't
I
like
like
flowers at
chocolate.
all.
Like I don't like any of those things. I prefer attention to like materials. I'm not
Yeah.
very materialistic. So I think that, like I was saying, it depends on what the woman is expecting as chivalry from the guy. So
Yeah.
it's something that should be communicated.
But isn't a guy getting your flowers a form of attention?
I mean, it's nice. But I don't know how to take up. Those things will die.
Yeah, but
Like I don't.
I don't think he meant for you to keep it.
Some people keep them for a
no,
long time.
people when you buy
Yeah,
flowers,
you're
it's better
supposed to
for you
keep
to
it.
keep it.
You're supposed to keep it.
I've never bought flowers like wanting her to keep it. I just did it just because. If it dies tomorrow, I'm like, okay, it's cool.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So it depends on what you
feminist.
expect. What would
Yeah.
you do, like as a chivalrous person, as a chivalrous man?
For me,
Yeah.
I like to
love
pay
to
on
hear
dates, and for me, like,
Sorry, what? Say that again.
I prefer to pay on dates. Like,
Oh, really?
If like usually I ask out and
What kind of dates?
Yes.
Like with beaches.
No, for me, I don't like to do beaches. For me, first dates is like drinks or maybe dinner and stuff like that. That's what like I do, and like I expect to pay. And for me, it's a form of chivalry, and like I would open the door for you and stuff like that. But there's just certain things like.
Why do you look nervous?
Now,
You look so nervous and you keep looking around.
Making a
everyone.
pitch.
but yeah, there's certain things like walking all the way to your door if you're like just like walking all the way to your
First
door.
of all, they will question you. So
Wait, I mean, if it's dangerous,
Yeah.
for the girl, I would walk.
Oh,
But
Listen,
if it's like
the
some-
walking
Why
to
can't
the
you
door
say the
thing
Uber?
isn't for Ghana.
Yeah, it's not for
let's
Ghana,
just put that out.
Wait, what do you mean?
walk to the door.
When they say like You know, like you should walk a girl to her door. That's like
That's
you know,
Okay,
that's
you're gonna walk them to the gate. Let's do that.
I mean, sure.
Also, you don't have to
okay.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you're usually supposed to walk the girl to her door so
Some
like
people
nothing
don't have
happens to her.
gates.
Okay.
But
yeah.
It's like protecting her.
if you're the same
Yeah, the
age,
thing
it's
is,
fine.
if it's your door like that, it doesn't
Listen,
really work.
it was
like that.
usually done just because guys wanted to get their first kiss,
Yeah.
and it's like, you know, you walk her to her
That's what
door,
the
you
wrong
kiss
way
her
is.
before you go in.
Yeah.
That's why it's usually done.
Yeah. So
Okay,
so,
with a guy asking, okay, if a guy like the first, if whatever day you're on, if a guy asks to kiss you, is that chivalrous?
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, if he asks,
Can I
and he,
ask
if
for
he just
consent?
doesn't do it
That's
like
the
without
most
asking.
unromantic
No, no,
thing.
no,
a guy
that's
can
the
do.
way.
Yeah.
Like,
That's polite.
Because you judge from
Listen,
the energy, like the vibe.
consent is essential. So
you have to
I rate
ask.
that, but I wouldn't ask. I would just read cues. As
Yeah.
as mad as that may sound,
Yeah.
I'd read cues. If a girl wants to kiss you, you'll know.
Yeah.
But you have to be very good at that.
Exactly. You have to
Doesn't
make
take
sure you
much.
read it
Doesn't
right.
take- Girls are very obvious. If
Yeah.
a girl likes you.
Oh, but some guys are very clueless.
Yeah, there's some guys that don't know how to read it at all.
I feel like at this stage,
Like-
like we can mostly read the cues.
Don't
It's
even
true.
try to yourself.
That's true.
Yeah.
Don't even try to lie to yourself.
So yeah. So for me, certain things I would do. Certain things are just too extra. Like just too
Like
extra.
opening car doors.
I mean, opening car doors is okay, but stuff like walking you to your door, like in a safe neighborhood. If it's dangerous, then sure. But if it's unsafe, why am I walking?
I
you
mean,
to your door?
The walking to the door thing for me is dropping the person at their house.
Exactly.
That's what it is for me.
Oh.
Okay,
In this
yeah.
country, because people don't just leave their their doors
I
out.
mean, yeah.
They have gates.
What I usually used to do when I was in Canada is I would just wait until she walks into her door. Like
Yeah.
I'd be in my car if I drop you off.
Yes.
I'll wait.
Yes.
I want to
Yeah,
watch
I
you
do
like
that too.
get in the door, close it, then I can go because I know
Yeah.
you're safe.
Yeah, let's say like nobody answers.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Like so that like you're not
Kinda
like
get
if I just drive off as soon as you get out the car, then like
Yeah.
you're locked out your house. Then now what?
Yeah.
That's true.
What would you do?
Yeah, I'll wait. Yeah.
So I think that's like on the same.
I mean, I even do that with my friends.
Do you?
I mean, do I? I was just thinking.
I'm just saying, you've
Okay.
dropped me off and just driven off
Oh,
many
for guys,
times.
You can take care of
You
yourself.
still have to be chivalrous to me, bro.
Aww.
Alright, calm. Okay, guys, that's all we have for today's episode. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And peace. Peace out. I think we'll have to cut the way I looked awkwardly to the rear. We'll have to cut the shit.
Why do you
cut
always
the
feel?
shit.